let's hit it. Let's talk about the four things you should overcome, right, to dominate your life and start going into living a successful lifestyle, preparing yourself for the best that is here available for you, right? Where you start getting like to self mastery, like self discipline, self control, dominate your thoughts, control your days, lead your days with power, right? And live the life the way you want, right? The way you want, the way you dream about living, exactly the way you design, right? It's possible. You could do that, right? But let me tell you about the four things that you probably gotta work on just to get on board with living the lifestyle. Food, number one. 70% of men is are overweight, out of shape, and out of control with food, right? Their appearance is not good. They want their appearance to be good. They want to look good. Sometimes they don't care about being healthy, but they want to have this nice appearance, right? They want to have this muscles, this good look and shape. Como tá, Martinho? Bom dia. Tudo bem? And, you know, the food doesn't allow them to be there, right? So it's hard. It's not easy. Um, but, you know, you could control and dominate and eat right. And information is available. It's about execution. I just made a video that is about like the things that we want in life that really what gets in the way is like your ability to follow through uh, with your with yourself, the power to make the right choices, right? Make the right decisions and be consistent. But it's all in the execution. Like if you do what needs to be done, the result is guaranteed. Like if you just go and you don't eat fucked up, you're not gonna be overweight. Right? It's gonna take some time, but it's guaranteed that you're gonna be in shape. If you just exercise a little bit and you're in shape, that's it. All right, so food, number one, right? Number two, sleeping. A lot of people waste a lot of time sleeping, right? I just saw two men passing by over here running to the job because they sleep, you know, past their time that they should be sleeping, right? So the sleep also controls people. What you should have a mindset to overcome that. Life is a precious, a priceless, a precious, a treasure, a pleasure. I don't even know the word right now. From God, you know, just amazing things. Like no word. Like God gave you life, right? He gave you life. Now you're over here sleeping. If you're 30 years old, 10 years of your life, if you sleep 8 hours every day, the day's 24 hours for everybody. You slept 8 hours. That means you slept for 10 days, for 10 years. You slept for 10 years. So only 20 years that you was actually living the life, right? 10 years was sleeping. Some people sometimes they sleep more than that. And then when they're not sleeping more than that, they stay in the bed more than that. So, you know, how to get away from that? What is going to help you to have personal initiative, and it's going to start helping you to stop drifting, like spinning your wheels and stay in the same place. Definitely purpose. You got to have a definitive purpose, right? Because when you have a purpose, Monday becomes the best day because you're going to get to that purpose. You're working into, you know, build a successful lifestyle, and you can wait to start living a successful lifestyle. You can wait to tap into all your powers. You can wait to have this kind of superpower that is kind of like whatever I want to do is going to be done. And I believe in myself. I believe in the work that I put in. I believe in the way my lifestyle is, the way my habits is, and I know that I'm in possession of my true powers, and I can just do whatever, right? It's just a matter of time. Whatever I put my mind to it, I can do it because I got into self-mastery. When you're on the self-mastery level, you feel like that. You feel you can do anything because all the things that you wanted, you got it. You went and you dominated. right? So um, that's that with the sleep, something to kind of wake you up from, like, you should not be sleeping that much, and how you should do, and all these things you're gonna have just self-talk, right? That you got to be able to overcome. Oh, you work out this week, you started, getting on shape. You also did the diet. You lost a lot of weight, which is this water weight probably in the beginning, right? And then yourself telling you all these things to kind of be like, yeah, you deserve a reward. And then the self-talk get you to stay in the bed, and you'll be like, yeah, I'll sleep a little bit more. And then you sleep a little bit more, and then you break character, right? You break that person that you was excited to be, right? Overcome sleeping, food, right? And now is the third one is like vices, porno, masturbation, um, spending the time on the wrong thing, like looking at bitches online, and women online and things like that, right? Um, what else? All this bad habits that we know that is just consuming our time, and it's not good for us, right? Drinking, hanging out at the bar, right? Um, Spending the time that you could be rested, or you could be doing something for your purpose that is not, true aligned with your inner self, with your true self, that is going to improve your life, that is going to have you living a successful lifestyle. But successful people also go to the bar. Yeah, but you know, what is the man that you admire, that you want yourself to be like? You designed that man, right? You designed that man to be like that. And probably, like, when you do make a blueprint and you design that man, you probably don't have over there on your dream board a man in the bar, right? A man smoking, a man doing drugs, a man on the hangover. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, right? That's the third. Now, the fourth, number four would be probably like, also a lack of the spiritual side, right? Because here we're talking about like body, mind, and soul, and spiritual, right? Like connection with God. Everybody think they're never gonna die; they're gonna live forever, right? And then, and on top of that, they most of the time they're just going on the autopilot, like with everything else, like just eating whatever they want, eating the instant pleasure, sleep as much as they want, um, not being able to control their actions and thoughts, right? They're not really want to be obese. They're not really to want to be like, um, not able to manage their time that great, where they are lack with the financial and their activities and the production and the energy levels, and they're not on the optimum. They know they're not living um, the lifestyle that they want, and they want to live a successful lifestyle, and they're not really there, and it goes on, right? It's the same thing with God. Like, a lot of people want to be, in peace and connection with God, and then they are not able to control their actions and have self-control, self-discipline, where they're not doing these vices and all these things that God is not happy with those things, right? Um, so you gotta outright the devil when it comes to, have connection with God. You gotta, um, stop doing the things that devil wants you to do, and dominate your mind to do the things that God wants you to do, so you can have a connection with God instead of a connection with the devil. Pretty much, it's just the way it goes. It's either you're doing positive things or you're doing negative things, and then yeah. So that probably should be the big four. Uh, yeah. So it is what it is. Um, Showman Walling, it's always a blessing to be here with you, and a pleasure. Make the rest of your life the best of your life. I'll see you in the next one.
Give it to me like